She's so friggin' pretty! All right, sorry. All right, back to work. One comment said, I want a 26-minute video of you telling your dad how much you love him. And so I'm going to do that right now, okay?
Oh, of course.
You're amazing.
A few minutes later.
What's this dad love talk?
I don't give a shit about that anymore. That was fine.
Go ahead and do it.
That was 10 minutes ago.
Go ahead and do it.
My disappointment is immeasurable, and my day is ruined.
Perfect.
Yes! Oh, I'm so excited! She's alive, baby! We are back on the beautiful 1963 Corvette, custom framed, airbag, twin turbo. Just look at her. She's the prettiest girl in the world. If you watched my last CRX video, I got my EFI kit in and we got the EFI swapped over onto the CRX. It's running great. Richard, put the burnout footage here, please. Running pretty good. But if you watch that video, you know I had to steal a lot of parts off of this. Some of the kit they sent me didn't interchange. Some of it had missing parts. They thought I didn't need a coil. I did need a coil, all kinds of stuff like that. So I came down here and just stole everything basically off of this car. Fuel tank, fuel lines, fuel pump, fuel pressure regulator, coil, a couple sensors, all kinds of stuff. So I have got all that stuff replaced now. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to go with a inline fuel pump, which isn't really great for when you need a lot of fuel pressure, like an LS. This thing's like 60 PSI. I didn't want to do an in-tank pump because I had so many issues with the CRX, just getting it in and out a bunch of different times if I had issues. I just want this to be inline so I can check it, get it running. And if we want to go to an in-tank later, we will. The main reason you don't do a high pressure inline is because they can be loud. Now I did get a bunch of rubber mounts. We'll see. If it's loud, we'll swap it out later. But for now, the goal in this video is to hear this engine run. I have not had it running in this car because as soon as we put the engine in, we put the twin turbos on, changed out EFI manifold, all kinds of stuff, just went crazy. I know it was a running and driving engine and trans because this came out of my 78 Camaro that I was gonna race Pole Barn Garage with. Camaro just ended up being junk. It was one of the worst cars I've ever bought, but motor and transmission was good because I had driven it myself, so I know that was good, so I stole it, but I still haven't heard it run, and it's been in this car for a couple months now, so it's time to make it happen. I have to go through all of those fittings, see what I need, cut a bunch of fuel line. It's gonna take forever, so we are gonna start doing that now, and then hopefully we can start putting some parts in. I don't know if I'm gonna mount the gas tank permanently, but it definitely needs to be in the car somehow, so we gotta figure all that as well. Airbags currently are in the back window, so that was where the gas tank was gonna go. I do have some room under the trunk. Corvettes don't actually have a trunk, so it's kind of it's a real pain in the butt, to say the least, but we're gonna figure all that out. Let's get to work now. She's so friggin' pretty! All right, sorry, all right, back to work. So I'll be honest with you, I did the Casey thing and bought like 2 of everything. So I have just been opening boxes for an hour and putting fittings on. Haven't even cut any fuel lines yet. Just going through all my fittings, making sure I got all my bullshit. I don't know why, I just want to give you a quick update. That's just, holy crap, it's taken forever. But let's keep going. All right, somebody out there has to tell me, how the hell do you do AN fittings? I hate it every time. I've watched YouTube videos on it. It's never fun. It's always a pain in the ass. And honestly, the people I've watched do it, it sucks for them too. So is this just something that sucks for everybody? Or do you guys have like a secret trick putting AE line fittings on easy? Because this, I hate it so much. It takes so long. For no reason. Obviously, it's a lot better than, you know, a standard line with a hose clamp on it, but it just sucks. I always have to beat them on too for some reason. I don't know if that's just me, but I always got to hit them. and use WD-40 and all kinds of shit. Leave a comment if you have a tip or if you know the right way to do it. Technically, I'm doing it the right way. Sucks so bad. Takes forever too. I've made 6 fittings right now. It's been 20 minutes. I mean, what are we doing? Also, you can get them crooked because I do that all the time too. Give her a little bit of how you doing. And then you gotta fight it to screw the whole damn thing in. Dear God, someone help me. Tell me there's a trick. Tell me there's something. Pre-made lines, that's probably what the trick is. Okay. All right. Which one's in, which one's out? That's important. You go there. Before the filter. Filter goes there. Now we got the fuel pump on, filter, lines to the fuel pressure regulator, then to the intake. Holy shit. We're gonna be here all night. All right, this, I cannot lay in on that because that's fiberglass, dummy. This is the last line and all of our fuel lines are done. Pressure line, return line, pressure regulator, all the shit. Last one. Let's not screw it up. Oops, we might have already screwed it up. Nope, we got it. Nope. Spoke too shit. I pinched it. Shit. Oh no, why didn't I time lapse this? Come on, baby. Oh, you dull bastard. I am so ready for this to be over. There we go. Shit hit the fan. We're falling apart whenever the film is rolling. Okay, well, I'm going to finish that once I find my WD-40. I'm not going to just keep rolling for 5 minutes. Fuel lines will be done. I am going to run wires to the fuel pump. And then technically, we are ready to go. Tomorrow, I'll get gas. I'm going to have the old man come down and help me. Should have fuel. Should have everything hooked up on the engine. And we should just be able to... We're saying should a lot. That's not good. We should be able to hit the key and make something happen. Okay. Fuel lines are ran. Fuel pressure regulator is on my firewall. It's not really a firewall, but that's where the firewall will be. Lines are gonna run down the frame rail. Obviously, I'll have those all bolted up. And then I think gas tank's gonna go back there, but it needs to go back a little bit farther. So I'm gonna have to modify a mount that I have back there. I was actually gonna do that now, and I realized I haven't been down to the shop in a couple weeks. We have no argon. And I remember that now because that's why I didn't weld in my airbag mount. Technically, this airbag mount will be flipped upside down. Compressors can run upside down. They don't have to be upright. You can run them on their side. You can do whatever you want. So this plate will actually be under where it's at right now. And it'll give me all the room. And then you'll actually be able to see out of the back window. And then the tank, we will scoot it all the way back as far as I can. I would love to be able to use stock gas filler, because as you can see, we're kind of close. Now, I don't have a pointed tank, so I don't know if it'll get all the way back there, but I might be able to do like a 90-degree neck. So that would be badass if you could still use that. I think I actually bought an original Corvette gas cap somewhere in here. But anyways, tomorrow, come in, throw gas in it, hook a couple wires to a battery, should be able to start it and see what happens. The reason I need my old man is because she's way out of time. I was trying to start it with starting fluid. So this is all still loose. And it's a lot easier to time them with 2 people because I don't have any timing marks on my harmonic balancer or crank pulley. They're just all worn off. I need his help. And then if we get her pretty damn close, I should be able to dial it in with the computer and everything. We'll be back tomorrow with some gasoline and probably the old man.
The next day.
We're going to get this timed. I haven't got gas yet. I'm gonna do that tomorrow. But right now it's 6:30, so it's past your bedtime. But we need to get it timed and then I can do that tomorrow. But listen, before we get started, there was a comment, there were several comments on YouTube. And one comment said, I want a 26-minute video of you telling your dad how much you love him. And so I'm going to do that right now, okay?
Oh, 46 minutes?
I love you. You're amazing. You're the most important person in my life. I couldn't do it without you. I hate your fucking face. Sometimes I want to slap you so hard to see if it hurts my hand more than your mouth. And also... All right, I can't do it anymore. All right, let's time some shit.
Well, I forgive you. Give me the cutlass.
Yeah. Oh my God, the Cutlass comments are out of hand. They're like, one guy said, you can tell it reminds him of his old Cutlass. He's looking at it.
It really does.
He said it's longingly. I was like, longingly looking at it? What the shit? His was a convertible. It was a 69.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, we'll figure it out. We'll have fun with that one. All right, let's time this bitch. Okay, had to clock the distributor, move everything around 4 times. I think we're good. We also have the wrong coil wire, so that's just sitting there. That's not good. He just shocked himself. All right, give her a spray. And don't be scared. Give it a spray. Like a man.
What's this dad love talking?
I don't give a shit about that anymore. That was fine.
Go ahead and do it.
That was 10 minutes ago.
Go ahead and do it.
Ready?
Yep. She's there.
She's there! So I should lock that down so it can't move, right?
Yeah. Yeah. You may have to turn it a little bit, but we'll check her.
I just don't want it. And then
And you've got your computer readout thing.
the computer's at the other shop, and it'll show me like if your timing's off or if you need to do it. This kit is meant to be like, I think 15 degrees advanced. Which way do you go to advance, do you know?
It'll tell you.
Yeah, but I mean on this, do you go forward or back?
I
Forward would be
think
advanced.
this is retarded. Okay, so do you have a hose that goes to this?
I can. Is there a hole in there?
See, that's a piece, positive crankcase.
Did you see the CRX video?
No.
I had 2 oil caps because I stole this one.
Oh.
I put 2 oil caps on it and then ran it, and it built up pressure and shot one of them across the shop. So that was real stupid.
Now what about this? You're gonna have a filler neck or something.
Yeah, I had one and I took it off, but it was on the. I just didn't know where I was gonna shoot it just yet. Is the only thing.
Well, there you go.
She's timed. I need to unplug everything before it blows up.
Yeah. All right, love you, son. Gotta go.
Love you, bye. Thank you, sir. I'm leaving with you. Kid's in the car, losing his mind.
The next day.
Last night, me and the old man got the motor timed. Now I know the timing is really close. Might not be perfect, but it's very close. Fired up with a little bit of brake cleaner because I never have starting fluid. So I start a lot of cars with brake cleaner on this channel. Probably not smart. I wouldn't recommend it, but it does work very well. I still need to do some wiring. We did not have gas, for one. I also don't have my fuel pump wired up, and I did not have my monitor to the system. You can obviously run it without this monitor, but this monitor basically tells you everything that's going on with the engine, and you can also do tuning stuff on the monitor, which is really nice. You don't have to hook it to a laptop. You can kind of do about everything I'm ever going to need on the monitor. If you want to get real crazy and like change a bunch of stuff, then you need a laptop, but this will work perfect for me. I want to get it running without the turbos hooked up, and then obviously hook the turbos up and see if we can't get her to go kaput, kaput, kaput. A lot of wiring that needs done. Needs to put gas in it, and I need to double check that I'm getting oil to my turbos. I think I did that before, but it's always good to check again. So yeah, we're going to do all that, and then hopefully fire the old girl up. Let's go. Plugged the fuel pump in, fired it up just to make sure we had gas moving. I have 4 leaks, and one of the injectors just shot, 10 feet in the air. It was a doozy. You can see the splatter. So we gotta clean up a couple of those real quick. Woo! Okay, I think I have all the gas leaks fixed. Maybe. We're gonna find out, but I think we're good. This is not as loud as I thought it was going to be. What happened? Let's see what happens. Timing's way off. Also, I might need to tweak my idle RPMs. But she runs, baby! Oh, I got my idle screw all the way out. That's stupid. The coil because I've dropped that a couple times. Dad shocked the shit out of himself the other day. I think I can change the idle on the computer too. I'm going to play with it a little bit. Then I want to hook the turbos up, and I want it to start with the turbos because right now the turbo's not working. I don't have it hooked up. So I just wanted to make sure it's running before we started messing with like turbo boost and all that fun shit. So yeah, let's keep playing. Let's hook the turbos up. Might be stupid. We are turning colors of the stainless exhaust. That happens on your first startup. Not gonna go too crazy. Oh shit, I got an oil leak on my turbo. Need to double check those before we do anything. Don't want to lock the turbo up. It's obviously getting oil, but it's leaking somewhere. So let's tweak that, and then we're gonna hook the turbos up to see what happens. Whoa, just about dropped the tripod, my bad. Here we go. Dad just called me. His spider senses must have been tingling. He said, hey, don't be starting that engine too long. You don't have a radiator in it. You don't have the water pump. You know, I'm like, hey, I'm just starting for a minute. But he just called me and started bitching. So, anyways, turbo is hooked up. I haven't changed anything on the tune. I know I'm going to have to, but let's see what happens. Also, these two lines work themselves loose just from running, so that's a little concerning. They shouldn't have. We're going to keep an eye on that. Let's see what happens. She is going to get mad whenever we start it, I have a feeling. Let's see. I mean, the computer's going to get mad, but we'll see what happens. Kind of scared me. All right, hold on. Let's try again. Might need to go up with the fuel pressure too, actually. What happened? What shocked me? Why did you shock me? Do I not have the engine grounded? I have the engine grounded. Is this bad again? No. Ooh, boy, that'll wake you up. Woo! run it too much longer. Oh my God, it sounds amazing. Need to mess with the timing some more. Need to probably increase the fuel pressure. Once the turbos are hooked up, even at idle, it's extra air, so you need more fuel. And I think my fuel pressure is only at 55, and I think my injectors can actually go up to 65. Yeah, fuel pressure is at 55, so I'm gonna have to raise that up. But this is all I wanted. This is everything I wanted and more. Actually runs, sounds amazing. Turbos are hooked up. Cool. Holy crap. That scared the hell out of me. Yes! Oh, I'm so excited! She's alive, baby! Cannot tell you how happy I am. Got it running, got it idling, got the turbos working. It ran for, I don't know, a minute or two. No more oil leaks, so those just worked themselves loose. I cranked them down. Turbos are getting oil. Everything is looking great. Very, very excited. Obviously, need a water pump, need a radiator. I think I bought a radiator. Yes! I bought a long, skinny radiator that will hide right in that little section. So, I have the old water pump that was on it when it was the Camaro. But I can already tell, whoops, I can already tell that is gonna be way too big. That is a long water pump with a very long mechanical fan. I don't know, I might be able to, if we run an electric fan, that would help, but just, probably need to go with like an electric water pump since we're doing twin turbos. Electric water pumps stick out like this much. I might hold it up there just in case so I can see where I'm at, but I mean, yeah, there's no way. There's no way. But, anyways, besides all that, I went and got argon. Yeah, baby! Looking good. So, we can do some welding. I want to start on the floor. The floor kind of needs to get somewhere in place so that we can start attaching the body, because the body is just sitting on these braces, and really we need more braces. We also need to cut this rear brace and scoot it back more so that the gas tank can slide. But before we do any of that, if you watch this channel at all, you know I do not weld on cars when there is a gas tank in them. Especially if it's like a new system that had a bunch of leaks 3 hours ago when I was in here. So I'm going to yank gas tank out. Then we're going to start doing some stuff, some welding, some fabrication. I got the fuel pump sitting on one of my 3/16 plates. And I just put it there with a vice clamp. But I think that's actually where I'm going to put it. I can also put the coil there. And then the ECU can probably go on the inside. It don't need to be outside. But I can mount all of that to that plate, so I'll probably weld that in, and then I have a bunch more of that plate that we can get started on the floor. The only thing is I really need one more cross member going across the transmission that will tie all this in, not only to the floor, but it'll just fit a lot better. So I'm gonna have to bend that up some way. I don't know how we're gonna do that just yet. I got some square tubing, I got a bunch of plate, and I got a bunch of shit that needs welded. So, let's yank the gas tank out and then cut some shit, baby. First time in my life, pulled the gas tank out, didn't spill a drop. That's from earlier, I promise. I think that was from earlier. Shit, I might have jinxed it. I think that was from earlier. Either way, it was on time lapse, so you just have to take my word for it. Damn it, that might not have been from earlier. Shit! Well, don't weld over there, apparently. Also, fiberglass is very flammable. Let's put some oil dry back there, just in case, and then we'll cut some shit. Okay, got the tank out. That needs cut and then flipped. So it'll go up there upside down, but it is heavy and very awkward. So I'm not gonna focus on that. I'm gonna focus on trying to get some flooring done, maybe some firewall. I just want more braces. Anytime you lean on this thing, you're just leaning on fiberglass, and I don't wanna break this body. I love it. Shout out to the boys, US Body, Star Creations. We need to just do more bracing, and once the floor is in, I can really start tying stuff into the body. I've said it before, but the plan is to take those long plates and I'm going to glue them down the whole rocker. And then in the back, so the entire body will be supported with panel bond, and then we'll have the plates welded, obviously the floor and stuff. I don't have a torch right now. I got this little guy, and I'm going to try and bend some 3/16 plate because I want to make a transmission tunnel. I don't know if this little guy's going to do it or not, but we're going to find out. This is experiment time with Casey. It should, technically. But yeah, this might take 45 minutes is the only problem. But yeah, let's see what happens. Great news! I cut the bracing out of the inside of that, and I was worried everything was gonna kind of collapse on itself because everything's just kind of tack welded. Did fine, cut it, body didn't move. So now gas tank might be able to go all the way back to there, which would be perfect. And then we can flip that underneath. I might do that now because this little guy, boy, he's trying, but I don't think he's gonna pull it off. I'm just gonna let it run until it basically runs out of gas. It's got a little bit to it, but I bent it by hand a little bit. He's trying his best. All right, we got it. You know, I'm rooting for him. He's going to do something. He's probably not going to do anything, but whatever. I'm just going to let that run. It's fine. This is a waste of time. Don't do this. Don't do this if you're not me and you're just having fun. But while I'm waiting on that, I'm going to probably go ahead and cut that plate and see if I can't get her spun up. It's so hard. That thing's like 40, 50 pounds with all that shit on there. I could technically unbolt it all, put the plate in, then bolt it back, but it's nice to kind of just do it all at once. But we might have to cut it. We might have to take it all apart. I just don't want to. I don't know. Let's see what happens. Now, I'm almost certain this won't work, but I've kind of made I don't even know what you'd call it. It's like a blacksmith forge, kind of. I don't think there's any chance that's going to get hot enough, but it's oil, so it should burn a while. We're going to smoke the whole shop out probably, but... I don't know. Let's keep working on other shit. See how long that fire lasts. Had to do some relief cuts, but she's bent. You're gonna have to beat it some more to get it square-ish. And then I gotta weld all the relief cuts. That sucks. I could have made that out of square tubing, but I thought it'd be easier to have, I don't know. Either way, got that cut. I might try and get it in there. I don't know. It's getting late. I want that piece in for sure. And then that's gonna be a maybe for now. But we might try that too. Let's go. Now, you guys know I rock with Harbor Freight. Harbor Freight rocks with me, but they do not make a battery-powered 90-degree angle grinder that you can put, like a roll-lock disc on. So I got one of these from Milwaukee. I've actually had it for a while, and the battery I got with it was bad, so I just hadn't used it. Got a new battery the other day. This is the coolest thing ever. As someone who uses a little 2-inch roll-lock disc all the time, you gotta get the air compressor out. I don't know if you need one. I don't work with Milwaukee. Milwaukee doesn't work with me. I definitely paid full price. The only bad thing about Milwaukee is if it says that on it, you're gonna pay like 4 times what it's actually worth. But this thing is the shit. I mean, I love it. When these first came out, I borrowed a buddy's 10 years ago or whatever, however long ago it was. These have speeds on that. I swear it was like that fast. It sucked. It would bog down while you were using it. Well, now they got some shit to them. So, if you use a lot of little angle grinders, get these. I am gonna weld this up. Then we can put it in the floor somewhere. I still don't know where to put it yet, but in there somewhere. And I'm putting the bottom on it, so it's gonna be closed drive shaft, just in case shit ever hits the fan. Drive shaft can't come out the bottom. I already have a main hoop where it can't go out the top, obviously, but it's always good to have a bottom on, just in case shit hits the fan, especially if you have a lot of horsepower, or a lot of unpredictable horsepower, we'll call that. Let's weld some shit, baby! Did this drop down when I welded it? I don't think it did. Where's my straight edge? Perfect! If I was smart, I would actually weld something there. Oh, no, I can't do that because I still need to put a floor over this. But we'll have a plate on top of that as well, or just sheet metal. Cool. Well, I don't want to tie it into there yet because I don't have my shifter. But our piece will go like that and then down. Sweet. It is getting late! I'm gonna see if I can't get this airbag in there. I don't know if I can. I might need the old man's help. And then we're gonna call it a video, probably. Oh, I could weld that there. Cool. All right. Whew. My ass is dragging. This is gonna be probably impossible by myself, but we're gonna give it the old college try. We'll see. It's either gonna take 2 minutes of me lifting it up in there and realize I can't do it by myself, or it's gonna take 30 minutes of me actually making it work and welding it. We're gonna find out. Well, we got issues. Air tank hits the rear end. I can slide it back more, but I don't know where the gas tank is gonna be yet. So what we need to do is probably raise that up about an inch, which isn't that hard. I just don't wanna deal with it tonight. On a factory Vette, this bottom basically comes all the way here to this bottom of the windshield. So I can come up a little bit. That should solve my problem, but I'm not sure. We'll do some more experimenting. That's okay. I got it in there upside down. I forgot that I welded it when I didn't have argon, so the welds just snapped as soon as I picked it up. But that's okay. No big deal. That's going to be 10 times better, though. You can actually see back there now. Got a lot of shit done in this video, but it is getting very late. Richard's probably already bitching at me. I haven't checked my messages yet. I think it's 4 a.m. Tuesday morning. So, yeah, good times. Sometimes I do not realize how filthy my face is until I turn the camera on. Some of that steel had some black shit on it. Anyways, very excited. Got to hear it run. Got to hear it run with the turbos, which is huge. If you haven't watched any of these videos, this was a running and driving engine, but I changed everything. New intake, new distributor, new coil, obviously twin turbos, new exhaust, just everything got changed over. And anytime you do all that, also it's EFI now, it's not just a carb. Anytime you change all that stuff over, you can mess up a lot of things. So I'm really, really excited to hear that run. Also, got some stuff done that I wasn't planning on doing. Just every little bit of fabrication is great in this. I got 2 sheets of sheet metal the other day at the metal shop. So I have enough sheet metal to do the whole car now, which is huge. Still have a whole lot of brackets and bracing that need done for this, but she's getting close. She's closer than I thought it was. I also have a drive shaft. I didn't realize I kept the drive shaft out of the Camaro. I'll have to cut it down. We have a lot more parts to this than I thought. Brakes are all there. Should be good. Let me know what you want to see me work on next. Can't do the CRX next. Waiting on parts. Whole new serpentine belt system coming for it. Got a bunch of parts in for the Toyota. We can work on the Toyota. We can work on the Cutlass. Got a bunch of parts in for the Cutlass. Also, for the Lowrider Astro van fans, I got a new intake and a carburetor for this. I've been having nothing but issues with the fuel injection. It's that 80s Spider. I can't remember what the hell it's called, but they're just junk. They're always bad. People always have issues with them. I bought a new fuel injector from an 85 or whatever in the hell this is. Didn't work. Having all kinds of issues. So we're going with a carb and an intake. Super easy. So if you want to see that baby, once it's running, it's driving. This was a running and driving van before I started playing with it. I just made it lower, bagged, done a bunch of stuff. We have titanium blocks on the rear bumper, and I really want to start it and shoot some sparks out the back of this thing. Let me know what you want to see us work on next. Also, I had a Black Friday sale on the website, Caseyscustoms.com, for the coolest merchandise on the planet. We had a bunch of support from everybody. A lot of orders, probably the best weekend I've ever had as far as merch goes, so thank you to everybody. That means a lot. I love that. We were doing a 25% off sale. The sale's over now, but we still got a bunch of cool shit on there. I got new designs coming. I'm just waiting on printing them and getting them all here. So stay tuned for all that more. If you are not subscribed, please hit that button now. It helps the channel grow a bunch. Thank you very much for watching. Please like, share, comment, all the good shit they tell you at the end of videos, and check out some more of my other videos. Peace! I love you. Look at how pretty she is. All right, I'm going to bed.